Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends, and welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Let me just remind you once again, the Bible Bistro hosts 3 different podcasts. We host Daily Dose Radio and the Creek Road Baptist Pulpit, and the School of Wisdom podcast, which can be heard weekly here in the Bible Bistro. School of Wisdom podcast is studying the book of Proverbs chapter by chapter. If you haven't checked it out, there's lots of great content to go along with the podcast on my website, my-dailydose.com. There you'll find the outlines for that podcast. I hope you'll check those out. And if you don't use them to, study along with the podcast, they're free of charge. You can go there, download it. It's a PDF file. It's easy to get. Go get it. Use it for your own study, your private study of the book of Proverbs, if you'd like to do that. We're looking today at Psalm 91, verses 11, 12, and 13. As I said yesterday, we're going to see something here about the heavenly host in these verses. Let me just read them for you. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Now we know these passages, don't we? Especially verses 11 and 12. But we've heard them before, but we've heard them in a different context. Here, of course, he's still talking to the man who abides in the secret place of the Most High. He continues the theme that if you abide in the secret place of the Most High, young man, then here's what's going to happen to you. You're not going to fall into a snare. There won't be any noisome pestilence. The evil, the plague, all of that, it's not going to come nigh your dwelling. And on top of all of that, as if we could make it any better, he's going to give his angels charge over you. So not only does the Lord keep you, not only is he your shield, under his feathers do you rest, under his wings do you hide, behind his truth, which is your shield and buckler. Not only that, but he also gives his angels charge. So, and they're over the man that is dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, to keep thee in all thy ways. Where have we heard this before now in context of other places? How about Matthew chapter 4, verse 6? There the devil tempts Christ. He takes him up to one of the pinnacles of the temple, and he says, if you are the Son of God, jump off. Cast yourself down. Because it is written, and then he quotes verses 11 and 12. Actually, he quotes parts of 11 and 12. He shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. And so he's trying to tempt Christ to jump, saying, well, if you're really the Son of God, let's just see. Let's see if God himself will keep his word in your case, if you're the Son of God. Because if he's going to keep his word in any case, it would be your case. And Jesus fires back at him and says, well, it's also written, you shall not tempt the Lord your God. Ooh. So here the devil quotes this in the temptation of Christ. Sort of in a backhanded way, we have the enemy telling us that this is the very word of God. This is a truth that we have. And it's, when Jesus beautifies a passage by quoting it and mentioning it, that's one thing. But here it's kind of backhanded because the devil tries to use this against Christ to get him to jump. And, of course, it doesn't work. But isn't it marvelous? The angels are bearing us up in their very hands. And we're adding now also our 10th item here, the stone. They're bearing us up so our foot doesn't hit a stone. There's lots of stumbling stones out there, ladies and gentlemen, and we don't know how many that we've missed because the angels have borne us up. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. So we've had all these things coming at us. Now we're coming at some of those things. We're trampling under our feet the lion, the adder, the young lion, and the dragon. All right, join me again tomorrow. We're going to hear the Lord now speak in verses 14 through 16 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.